Ekurhuleni Executive Mayor Mzwandile Masina embarked on a symbolic one-man picket against corruption outside the St. George's Hotel in Irene today. Masina is calling for all ANC members who are facing charges of corruption to step aside. Our political editor Sbungala had a chat with Masina.
We are outside the St. George Hotel in Centurion. This is where the NEC usually holds its NEC meetings, but obviously, as you would know, that because of COVID-19, those meetings are held virtually. But the reason we're here today is that the chairperson of the ANC in Ekurhuleni and also the mayor of Ekurhuleni, Mr. Mzwandile Masina, decided to come out here today to stage what I would call a one-man protest, asking the leadership of the ANC to be consistent and asking them to be tough in tackling corruption. And we are joined now by the mayor of Ekurhuleni, Mr. Mzwandile Masina, to talk to us about the reason why he's here. Mr. Masina, before we get to why you're here, in fact we know why you are here, the question is, with the ANC having had this NEC meeting, and we saw a letter coming from President Jacob Zuma, you said you don't want to deal with the letters. But I think for me it's the tone and the contents of the letter where he calls the president a white lackey and actually a sellout, so to speak. Surely I'm sure that touches on issues of discipline.
Well, I wouldn't want to comment, as I said, with letters. I can only comment about the letter that was sent to us as members of the ANC, which has triggered me to come here to say, not in our name. We can't be called to stand accused as accused number one in court when we don't speak out, because we are saying, I am saying actually, those who have done wrong, the ANC has been able to resolve on how we should deal with it. If there are accusation of corruption against you, the ANC resolution of the 54th National Conference is clear. It says you must approach the Integrity Commission, failure which you will be taken to a DC. But secondly, it says that when your matter is before the court in relation to corruption, you must step aside until such time that you are cleared. So I am saying, I am making a clarion call to the leadership and the membership at large to say, any person, because there is no single person who's above the ANC, any person who is having a matter before the court, let's follow the resolution. It doesn't matter who you are, because there is no one who's bigger than the organization. Why
is it so difficult for the ANC to be tough on issues of corruption?
Well, I think time is now. The ANC will have to act so that all of us are in line. This is the time where the ANC must act, because society is angry and we are unable to provide cogent answers as to why are we unable, because all our policies are clear, are anti-corruption. Why are we unable to deal with corruption as leadership and membership of the ANC? I think that time is now.
Now, when it comes to issues before the court, obviously there are criminal cases, other cases are civil cases, and there's a challenge by the president to the public protector. Do you say that each and every case that is before court, whether it's criminal or otherwise, that whoever stands accused there or is implicated, they should step aside?
The resolution is clear. It says that. That's why I'm saying that once you start using a person, because a president is the same as me, he's a member of the ANC, he belongs to a branch. Now, if he's criminally charged for fraud, corruption and related matters, he should step down, in as much as I will do the same. So the issue here is not about the president, it's about the consistent application of our resolution, because if you have a matter before the court that relates to corruption, fraud and so on, you should step aside. And the ANC resolution is clear on that. So we can't say because he's the president, because he's a Mzwandile, or because he's a member from Gobo. Every member of the ANC should be treated the same in terms of our own results.
So what do you make of President Zuma's letter to the president, well, in the context thereof?
Well, I have not seen that letter, so I'm unable to comment about the letter at this point.
Right. Thank you very much. That is Mr. Mzwandile Masina. He is the chairperson of the ANC in Ekurhuleni, talking about calling on the ANC to actually act tough on corruption, and saying that the resolutions of the party are quite clear on issues of corruption. Obviously, we know that corruption is the top item on the agenda of the ANC in that NEC meeting that started yesterday and going into the weekend. From us at St. George's, it's back to you at the studio.